Introducing Dynamic Duo Bird on a Bloom. It includes a 2-piece simple coloring stencil set. You will also receive a 3x4 stamp set. This has some layering images for the stenciled bits, as well as some fun sentiments to complete your project. And also available this month for an additional purchase in the store is the add-on die set to cut out the outline images as well as the bolded sentiments. There's 5 of them there. Let's have a look at the layering guide. Over on the right-hand side, you're going to see all of the inks used to create the images shown and the inks shown in the openings of the stencil. You'll also see where the stencil was used and the stamp set was used. It'll indicate that below. Stamp set and stencil set. Also indicated over here are additional items that are used to create the image shown. So now we'll begin with stencil number 1, and we're going to complete A1 and B1 with Pinkalicious ink. I'm using a mini ink blending tool for this step. Next on stencil 1, we will do A2 and B2. There are etchings on the stencil to indicate where to stop ink blending for a certain step, as well as to help us align. This color is Rubellite for step A2 and B2 on stencil number 1. Now we're going to go ahead and move to stencil number 2, A3 and A4. We're getting those aligned, the flower centers. Those will be blended with pumpkin pie ink. And I'm using one of the new micro blending brushes to blend this color on. Next, we're going to go ahead and stay on stencil number 2 and do C1. And there are little lines as well as etchings to help us align. And we'll be using olive ink for this step, for some of the stems and leaves. Next on stencil 2, we'll move to C2. We'll get that aligned. I'm taking a little extra time just to make sure it's aligned in the right spot. And then use green opal, and that will finish off our beautiful flowers. We're going to stamp everything at the end, but that's all of our stenciling. Now we'll begin working on our bird. On stencil number 1, D1 and D2, we will use red jasper. Next, we'll align on stencil 2, D3, and we'll use sea glass ink. And there are etchings to help us align the bird as well. Next, on stencil 2, D4, we're going to use Ocean Waves ink. Next, on stencil 2, D5, we're going to use Desert Night ink. And I am using some tweezers to help me hold down some of the more delicate areas of the bird so I get beautiful defined lines with my stenciling. Next, on stencil 2, D6, we're going to use Dusk ink. And again, I'm taking an extra second to make sure that's aligned in place and taping it down with satin masking tape. And now we're going to go ahead and we're going to use the stamp set. So we're going to align A4 and B4, the flower centers. And then we'll align C3, which are the leaf detail, and C4, which are the other leaf details. And for the bird, we'll align D7, which gives us the beautiful outline as well as his head. I like to do all my stamping at the end. So I do all my stenciling and then all of my stamping. I'm using the beautiful Obsidian pigment ink to give me a nice crisp image. And that will finish it off. I hope this video has been helpful in layering together your Dynamic Duo Bird on a Bloom. Here you'll see some inspiration from our fabulous designers. To find out more about Dynamic Duo Bird on a Bloom and other available products, please visit us at altenew.com.
Hello crafters, Jen here. For more tips, techniques, tutorials, and to discover which paper crafting products are right for you, subscribe to Altenew's YouTube channel. Make sure to hit the notification bell so you don't miss any videos. Thanks for watching.